Comes to like groups staying on their own, not trying to interact. I think South Africans are guilty of that.
For real, some of them, like, I don't need to start mentioning them, but few of South Africans, like, you can't even see them all day. You just see them in the night, or maybe the next day. For real, like, it's not a joke. You agree because Nigerians are not people that, I know it's only few that maybe you will come and say, let's gist or something. Some of them, even if you come and sit down with them, they'll be like, you have to stand up.
You know, I watched Olivia and Jenny O in their full hypocritical element last night. And I just couldn't help but wonder how they made it past the auditions for Big Brother Titans. Because, ladies and gentlemen, when you talk about two housemates that lack the emotional intelligence to carry on conversations like the one Olivia called an entire household for last night, put them both at the front of that tag. Because those two girls, they were just, oh my God. Let's even start with Olivia. Olivia was just opening her mouth, making very, very unreasonable assertions, making very, very triggering assertions. I mean, there was no level of courtesy that Olivia did not break last night just to prove some ridiculous, hypocritical point. Yes, she broke the courtesy of being a housemate in Biggie's house and having the audacity, the freaking audacity to insult not only the organizers of the show, she also insulted the viewers. And then even went as far as going extreme to insult the South African housemates. Guys, tagging them, labeling them, pointing fingers at them. Everything Olivia and her gossip gang was guilty of, she was literally pointing fingers at the South African housemates. That was very, very triggering. And the internet did not find it funny at all. Guys, the moment Olivia made certain ridiculous, unreasonable assertions during that meeting, the body language of most, in fact, all the South African housemates changed. Ladies and gentlemen, if that conversation did not happen inside Big Brother's mansion, trust me, it would have been an entirely different story that we were talking about this morning. So here's what we'll do. We'll get into this video. We're going to analyze that meeting. We'll analyze the conversations. We'll analyze the assertions from different housemates, all right? And we're going to look at the efforts that each and every single one of the housemates, maybe not all of them, but at least the ones that the camera has been showing us, we're going to look at how they have been a party to this separation or the unity in their house, all right? And this video, I'm not going to make it too lengthy, all right? So we're going to have further conversations about this topic on Wednesday, that is tomorrow by 7 p.m. WAT during our FSWG YouTube live stream. So please do not miss out, all right? Yeah, before we get into the video, let me officially welcome all of you back to my YouTube channel. Hi, you are especially welcome back. My name is Glory Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Glory, and I am the girl with the T. To those of you that are newly subscribed on here, thank you so much for making the right decision of becoming a part of this family. Yes, and to those of you that are returning viewers or returning subscribers, thank you all so much for choosing to come back. And if you are yet to join this family by subscribing, please do not hesitate to do exactly what you see on your screen. Please do so that you'll be able to receive alerts of my videos whenever I upload a new one. And also, please feel free to join our channel membership, as that is your own way of showing support to this channel, aside watching the ads, which I'm going to beg you all to please watch the ads, because I know that a lot of you are eager to skip into the gist already, right? But please watch the ads, all right? It does add a lot to the efforts of this channel, yes. But another way you can also support this channel is by joining our channel membership. Yeah, you can either choose the classic level or the premium level. And if you're a business owner and you're looking for a platform to leverage on to promote your business or your service, I'm encouraging you today to leverage on Frankly Speaking with Glory Elijah. So if you want to promote your business, you want to accelerate growth for your business, you want to create awareness, you want visibility for your business, you want to amplify the voice of your brand, then please send me an email yes, to this email address, fswglory@gmail.com. Just do so that we can get talking and keep the ball rolling. Anyways, guys, all of that said, let's quickly proceed into the details of this conversation. This conversation happened within the 1 hour period Big Brother had given to the housemates during the live nomination process to deliberate on the pairs that they will be putting up for nomination for possible eviction this week, which, frankly speaking, was the wrong timing, because that 1 hour was allocated specifically for the deliberations, ladies and gentlemen, not for the housemates to have miscellaneous meetings about any other thing. So I was even wondering, like, okay, is it that Black boy, being the new head of house, does not really have a mind of his own? Because this guy really proved last night that he just might be a pushover. Yes, he just might be gullible. Yes, anybody that has a loud voice, anybody that has, you know, a very, very domineering personality can easily just push him over from his title and position of being the head of house, yes, and then take over. Because that was exactly what happened last night. So, Olivia, obviously, I told Black Boy that she had some things to say to the housemates. And there I was, thinking that, okay, she probably had some things to say with regards to the nominations, which was kind of weird, right? But anyways, Black Boy called all the housemates together, and it was just so annoying again because everybody was busy having conversations with their paired partners about the nominations when he was, you know, calling them to come together. Anyways, they all converged in the lounge, and that was when Olivia started ranting.
Ebuka said we were boring, and for me we are boring. Today everybody was sleeping, we didn't come here to sleep. If you know how to play a game, bring it up, let's play a game, let's do things, let's create things.
That, oh, she's bored, she's tired, she's exhausted, that the house is so boring, they are not doing anything to create fun or entertainment, that if there's anybody here that knows any games, bring the games so that they will all play. If there's anybody that has any exciting activities, bring it on, we will play. That the reason Big Brother is being wicked to them, note, that the reason Big Brother is being wicked to them is because they feel that, you know, the housemates are boring and the housemates are not entertaining enough. Now, that was what Ebuka was complaining about. Now, note the lack of comprehension. That's number 2, right? And then she further complained that, how can some people just come to the house and the only thing that they are doing is shipping, becoming husband and wife and being together all the time, that they are not creating any fun or entertainment in the house. Oh, why is nobody bringing any game? Why is nobody bringing suggestions for fun? Now, all this rubbish task that Big Brother is giving to them will not have even happened in the first place if they were playing their role as housemates, you know, by entertaining the viewers and the organizers.
Let me tell you, if Big Brother is being wicked like this, they're angry. But if we're bringing up our own games and they're watching and know that we're entertaining the viewers, they won't give us all this silly stuff to do.
Common sense was missing in that statement, to be honest. So this girl kept on ranting and then she was like, oh, they should do better. They should do better. Now, that was the first stage of her rant. Let's analyze that part. Guys, by the time Olivia was done with that rant, I almost gagged. I almost fainted, because that was just the perfect scenario of pot calling kettle black. See, it's not like the rest of the house is not guilty of being boring sometimes. It's not like they are not guilty of some of the things that she said. But ladies and gentlemen, if it was JP that made that statement, I would applaud her for having the courage to finally speak up. But coming from Olivia, somebody shoot me. Seriously, no way. Olivia, of all people, the gossip queen herself, of the gossip gang that enjoys gossip more than their existence in Big Brother's house, come and play the self-righteous script, making it look like she herself, of all people, had been putting in a lot of work and effort into ensuring that there was unity in that house, that there was cultural integration in that house, or even putting in a lot of work into proving that she was actually eager and willing to exchange cultural experience with the South African housemates. Hell no! No way. Guys, I was looking at Olivia and I say, oh my goodness, this girl is dangerous. This girl is dangerous. For her to, guys, it was a self-righteousness for me. It was that self-righteousness for me. That, oh my gosh, I'm a saint. I know I'm guilty of all of these things. not doing any of them, in fact. But I'm a saint. Let me shift the blame. Guys, that was exactly what Olivia was doing last night, shifting the freaking blame, and it was very, very disgusting. And I couldn't help but ask myself that how many times since this past 8 days and 1 extra night has Olivia, of all people, taken it upon herself to call the housemates together to play a game? How many times in that house has Olivia taken special effort or even special interest in the South African housemates? How many times has Olivia taken it upon herself to approach other housemates aside her gang members, right? To initiate very healthy conversations, to genuinely indicate interest in them as an individual, yes, and in their culture. Now, we all know that this is a game, right? And we're not expecting a family reunion. We're not expecting everybody to hold hands and do morning devotion and sing Kumbaya. Hell no. That's going to be very, very unrealistic. But we're talking about, for the sake of the cultural experience, for the sake of the theme of the show, the collaboration, how many times has Olivia shown genuine interest in the other nationals? Pray tell, how many times? Don't even rack your brains thinking about this one. The answer to all of these questions is 0. 0 number of times, 0 efforts applied, 0 interest applied. Just as expected, there was mixed reactions to, Olivia's comments. I particularly loved what Miracle OP had said. He said that, okay, that to be fair on some housemates, ever since they were added into the house since Thursday, he has actually been a part of and witnessed how certain housemates had been very intentional about creating that cultural collaboration that, Big Brother, Ebuka, the organizer, everybody has been preaching about, And guys, it is true. These people have been singing South African Zulu songs, different South African songs. They've been dancing to it, teaching one another how to do the South African dance, the Nigerian dance. They've been sharing and experiencing each other's cultures. But in the midst of all of those things, the gossip gang had never been a part of all of those activities. Yeah. And it really pained me that Miracle OP did not point that out. He was just trying to sue for peace. Yeah. He was just trying to sue for peace. But I would have really preferred if he had tagged them out, like pointed them out. But then he tried to be mature about it. Now, during Olivia's speech, she had also complained about people that would spend the entire day sleeping other than being resourceful in the house. And guys, you know the irony of it all? Olivia and her gang, they are one of the biggest sleepers in the house. Olivia literally said to Nana that the reason why she sleeps a lot is because she doesn't want to be, how did she put it now? She doesn't want to interact with the other South African housemates, that she can be in that house by herself without having anything to do with them. So Olivia sleeping and living in that house, yeah, is very, very intentional and deliberate to not interact. So Olivia's sometimes non-participation in that house and constant sleeping in that house is not even triggered by how tedious the house could get, how boring or how confined the house could be, but also for her own personal selfish reasons of not wanting to interact or even integrate herself into that community that exists in that house. This is the part where Jenny O felt it was proper for her to open her mouth and sound hypocritical from start to finish. So she came from the angle of, oh yes, I am guilty of sleeping, but I just want to tell all of us to just make sure. Like, guys, I'm sorry, but accents no be sense. Let me just put it that way.
Because even us in the house, not to, fuck the viewers. I want to be entertained in the house too, because it's gonna get like we're in here for 70-something days.
Accent no be sense. I mean, listening to her speak at that point in time, it just completely reminded me of one of Trevor Noah's stand-up comedy shows that I watched, where he was talking about how a lady from a particular country, using all her might with her accent, was sounding very, very dense. That was the picture I was seeing in my head at that point in time, that Jenny O just opened her mouth and was just spewing and talking, because I'm like, girl, you are the queen bee of the gossip gang. You are the queen bee of segregation. So what gives you the audacity? What makes you think you're pure enough in that context now to start pointing fingers as well? So she was making it look like, oh, they should stop what they are doing. Hell, just Sip it. Now, some names worthy of mentioning when it comes to housemates that are very, very intentional about keeping the house alive are Marvin and Yemi. You see those two people, every time the camera is on them, when they have, all those their little conversations in the kitchen or in the garden, the next thing you hear is Yemi saying that, guys, what are we doing? Let's go out. Let's play a game. Let's play a game. The guys, almost all the other housemates, they're always, gingering the other housemates for them to play games, for them to have fun. But you see the gossip gang, they would always ensure that they separated themselves, divided the house, separated themselves from the crowd. Just when I thought the meeting will end there, Olivia did not stop. That was where she decided to goof heavily. This girl opened her mouth and was talking about, and also, we should not be separated in this house. There's division in this house. And that is because the South African housemates do not like interacting with the Nigerian housemates.
Like group staying on their own, not trying to interact. I think South Africans are guilty of that.
Oh my God, that was just so straight up goofing. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment she made that statement, there was a deep from everybody. Their body language, it was just very obvious that they did not like that statement that was made. But then, of all the reactions, I totally loved the angle from which Melly came from.
I'm not telling you what to do, but I think it would be better if you refrain yourself by pointing out names and having a specific group and saying, this group is doing this, the next.
Exactly.
I understand where you're coming from, and you're actually entitled to your own opinion.
That guy is a walking wisdom book. He is a fountain of wisdom, maturity as well. I mean, he proved that earlier in the day when Jenny O was making a fool of herself by cursing out Theo. Yeah, the way he advised Theo, the way he talked to Theo, the way he, kind of managed to, in a few minutes, teach Theo how to make his own opinion, his own perspective known and accepted during their meetings. Yes, guys, that was spot on. And it really pained me that he did not really exercise his power, his wisdom during his head of house role. Yes. But then, back to the conversations of last night. Yes, he really took out time to explain to Olivia that, listen, you do not generalize in situations like this. That was a very, very triggering statement you made. In cases like this, it would have been safer for you to point out the individuals that you feel are not contributing to the unity of this house, other than generalize and pointing fingers to just one particular national. Guys, this guy said a whole lot, but you see those lines, I'm paraphrasing now, you see those lines, those were spot on. And instead of the girl, Olivia, to apologize, she kept quiet and made it look like, oh yes, what she was saying made a lot of sense. What she was saying was right. Guys, I was just looking at this girl, I'm like, oh my God. How did this girl pass through auditions? How? And then yet again, Jenny O decided to disgrace herself, to disgrace her education. Yes, because this was all in a bid to be the voice of reasoning. She ended up being the voice of irrationality, sadly. Because she started going on and on and on like, oh, in the midst of all of that, I just want you guys to know that, I might not be able to talk to everybody in this house.
There's just some people you're not going to sit and talk to, all right? Like, as much, I get it, like, I'm not promoting you, please, I'm not promoting you, I'm just saying what is the reality of this, right? To show there's some people that are that have their mindset on what they want.
We should all know that it's a game at the end of the day. Everybody cannot relate with everybody. And I'm like, girl, that's besides the point. Jenny O, that is besides the point. The point is you people are triggering people. You people are stirring up some sort of rivalry on the outside and you don't even realize it with the insensitive and triggering statements you are making. And there Jenny O was again, still further making it look like, oh, whatever, any of the housemates is doing to not promote unity is okay because it is a game at the end of the day. Wow. I mean, I was so triggered by Olivia's insensitive comments last night that on the one hand, I started wishing that Big Brother could call her out, and punish her for especially insulting the efforts of the organizers and insulting us, the viewers outside. She actually used the F word on the viewers, like, oh, F the viewers, right? And I'm thinking, this girl, do you even reason at all? Seriously? So you think Big Brother, the organizers, they would just pack a bunch of individuals and put them in that mansion, in that confined space, and be feeding them without giving them task. Like, what is a Big Brother show without task? Like, guys, as I said, it's as if this girl, when she just opens her mouth, she does not think, she just goes wah and says nonsense, and then she doesn't even think about it, and then she doesn't even express any sign of remorse or learning in the process. She just opens her mouth wah. All we hear is gossip from Olivia and a gang, and also bragging rights about, oh, you don't know me outside. Have you seen my car? Have you seen my clothes? Have you seen my hair? Really? Is that all there is to it? To participate on Big Brother's show? Come and flaunt what you think you don't have or what you think you have, when you don't even know the status of the other housemates in the house. You don't even know anybody in that house. Oh, but you think you're the it girl. It was just so disgusting. I was embarrassed on behalf of Olivia as an individual, as a female, and as a Nigerian. It was very, very disgusting. She made it look like, oh, Nigerian girls don't have sense. I mean, guys, it really pained me that everything both Olivia and Jenny O were prattling on about last night, they are the ones that were guilty. If you follow me on Twitter, you'd have seen my tweets. I tweeted that, wow, how interesting that the people that are guilty of that segregation, of that separation, of engineering that division in that house, because they started that division in that house. So how interesting that the people that are the perpetrators are the ones that are now coming to come and play self-righteousness, to the point that, oh, they were even looking for a way to recruit JP into their team. And yesterday afternoon, they were busy crucifying JP for going to the South African girls to seek assistance for little things like, oh, help me lose my hair, or help me do my makeup. And guys, I really appreciate what JP is doing.
Because as you say, conscious. Okay, let me help you. Okay, wait. She didn't meet any of us that would make conscious than with them. So I've seen, after she said that, when it's time for makeup, she's coming to Olivia. She didn't come.
It's not like she doesn't even interact with the Nigerian girls. She does. But most of the time, this girl is so smart, knowing fully well that there are two different kinds of, knowing fully well that this is a very, very sensitive show, very, very sensitive matter. This concept is very, very sensitive. So one has to be careful about how they conduct themselves, how they do things. This is not your regular Big Brother Naija or Big Brother South Africa. So she goes to those girls, and I believe strongly that she goes to the South African girls because she wants to interact with them. She wants to make them see that, look, I am putting in effort to be your sister, not just your rival in this game. And because of that, they are beefing JP. They are hating on her. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to continue ranting because I did a lot of ranting on Twitter last night, yes. But I've said this before and I'll say it again. Jenny O and what's her name, Olivia, they lack the emotional intelligence to push such conversations in that house. Such conversations are too sensitive for dense people like that to carry. I'm sorry I'm using words like that, but guys, it has to be said. They are not in the right position to make statements like that, to call for meetings like that. The worst of it all is that they are making such assertions without checking themselves first, without asking themselves first that, okay, what exactly have I done to promote peace, to promote integration, to promote collaboration? What exactly have I done? What is my contribution? They've not asked themselves those questions. As a matter of fact, they do not think they've done anything wrong. As a matter of fact, they do not think they are actually doing anything wrong, which is very dangerous, because people who behave like that, people who think that way, will never change, because they will always see themselves as the perfect individuals while everybody else is flawed. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would love to know your thoughts about all of these conversations that was had last night. Please share with me your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys on another video soon. Have an amazing, amazing day. Bye.